G'day and welcome to Heads or Tails Down Under Coins. In this video we're going to be looking at the Great Aussie Coin Hunt. This is the first edition. At this point in time of this video there are 3 different editions. This is the first. So I'll show you the coins that are inside of the Great Aussie Coin Hunt. And they're all alphabetically. So this one's got a for Australia Post. So all our post gets delivered by posties, which ride some type of bike or some sort of motorbike and deliver the mail to everyone's houses or PO boxes, that type of stuff. That's A for Australia Post, and I'll show you the Queen side of the coin. Queen Elizabeth II still on this coin because this was done in 2019. Australian $1 coin. So all these are Australian $1 coins. And we got B for boomerang, which is a weapon of the Indigenous people of Australia. And they use it to take down animals, mainly kangaroos and emus, the big guys. And if you throw the boomerang correctly, it will come back to you, and they can throw it at quite some distance and make it come back. So that's B for boomerang. And we've got C for cricket. Google it if you're not too sure on cricket. It's a sport. You hit the ball with a cricket bat. You've got a batter and bowler, a fielding team and a batting team. It's almost like baseball, but better. So this is C for cricket. Then we got didgeridoo, Indigenous people of Australia. It's a musical instrument, very distinctive sound. Definitely YouTube or Google that sound. D for didgeridoo. And you got E for esky. And all those Kiwis call it a chili bin. So, yeah, it's an esky. You put your cold stuff and you put some ice in it and keep it cool on a hot day. Going on a picnic or going to the beach. It's E for esky. And we got F for football. And in Australia we play a couple of different styles of football. We've got AFL, Rugby League, and Rugby Union. This is what this type of ball is almost referring to. So that's F for footy. And we've got the next coin, which is a G. G for g'day. So g'day everyone. They've put it on a coin for us. There we go. So that's G for g'day. That's what everyone says to each other when we meet each other or greet each other. We say g'day, how you going? And we got H for Hills Hoist, which is pretty much in most Australian backyards. Put your clothes up on it. So you can dry your clothes, towels, bed linen, chuck it all on the Hills Hoist. And it's Australia as they come. The Hills Hoist. H for Hills Hoist. And iced Vovo. I for iced Vovo, which is an Australian biscuit. It's a bicky, bit of jam, bit of sprinkle on the top there. So that's the coconut sprinkles, I believe it was. And that's iced Vovo. And we've got J for Jillaroo and Jackaroo. So Jackaroo and a Jillaroo are pretty much cowboys in Australia. Cowgirls, the Jillaroos. Cowboys, Jackaroos. They just, tend to the cattle, stay out on the horses, bring the cattle in. That's Jackaroo and a Jillaroo. J. And we've got K, obviously, for kangaroo. Pretty easy. Australian kangaroo. Google it if you're not too sure about kangaroos. And they are quite dangerous, so don't go up to them in the bush. They'll rip you apart. And you've got your L for Lamington. So Lamington's another biscuit, cream filled, coconut sprinkled. We love our coconut by the looks of it. Yeah, a bit of slab chocolate. That's a Lamington for you. And the great old meat pie. So M for meat pie. I want a meat pie right now. So you would probably get a lot of meat pies if you're out at sporting events, at the footy, the cricket. A lot of people will sit there and eat a meat pie. Put a bit of sauce on top like it's got on that one. So that's M for meat pie. And get to the next one, which is N. And that's Ramsay Street. That's N for Neighbours. So if you're not too sure about Neighbours, it's a television series that's been running probably too long in Australia. Not many Australians watch it, I don't think. Yeah, I know I stopped watching it probably about 20 years ago and it's still going. That's N for Neighbours. And we got O for Outback. And it's got a windmill, and obviously it's a big sunrise or sunset with, I guess, a bit of a streak across the bottom there for some crops. It's O for Outback. And we've got P for Platypus, and that's a little creature that hides in the rivers, actually lays eggs, very poisonous, gets scraped by its back paws, I believe, and yeah, you're going to be in a bit of a world of hurt. So that's a P for Platypus. That's actually on the Australian 20-cent pieces as well, that creature. And now we've got another little creature, funny little creature. I've been over where these guys are, over in Western Australia. A Q for Ochre, a little furry little rat type of creature, almost like a, what you Americans got, like chipmunks or a skunk or something like that. So in between them, they're very feisty little fellas. So that's a Q for Ochre. Go look at them, they're fun. And you got R for Royal Flying Doctor Service. So the Royal Flying Doctor Service is doctors that fly in the regional and rural areas of Australia. So there's not many doctors out in the middle of the small towns. They fly out to wherever they are needed for an emergency and transport. So that's Royal Flying Doctor Service. And then we've got S for Surf Life Saving. So pretty much on all the beaches, the main beaches will be patrolled by lifeguards, and you have to swim between the flags to be safe. So that's where they're looking. They'll put you actually on the most dangerous part of the beach, which is in between the flags. So that's the S for Surf Life Saving. The next ones, and we've got T for Fongs. So I think the Kiwis call them jangles, and the Americans just call them flip-flops. We call them fongs. We put them on our feet, not on our backsides. Our fongs. So that's T for Fongs. And we've got a ute. U for ute. Pretty much, utility type of vehicle. Mostly carry about a 1 ton. And you've got a bit of a tray in the back. Different designs. You've got Fords and Holden utes. mainly, and all the other big car makers now have designed utes as well. And that's a U for ute. Very Australian car. And a very Australian spread. V for Vegemite. So this is the first Vegemite coins before this year, 2023. There was a Vegemite coin in 2019, and it's this one. So they did release a couple of Vegemite coins in Woolworths this year, and in all the sets and proof sets for Australia this year, because it's 150 years of Vegemite. Yeah, so V for Vegemite. Get some on your bread, get some on your toast. It's a beautiful spread. We'll live on it. And then I live on these as well. Weet-Bix. W for Weet-Bix. It's a breakfast cereal. Slabs of wheat and grain, and put them in your milk. Let them swim in the milk for a while. Soften them up. So that's a W for Weet-Bix. And X for Zentimpi, which is a mining area in WA, so that's pointing to the X, marks the spot, I guess, on the map. Zentimpi, which is, I believe it's a council sort of area where they do a lot of mining. Yeah, Google that. So that's where it is Western Australia. That's the other side of the country to me. And Y for Yowie. So Yowie is a mythical creature, I guess you want to put it that way. Just like in North America, you got your Bigfoot or Yowies. These, we call them Yowies here. Yeah, that's what they make a depiction of, is the Yowie. So Y for Yowie. And Z for Zupa Duper. The Zupa Dupers is, how can I explain it? It's like a ice block in like a plastic sealed strip. That's as easy as you want to probably put it. And they all come in different flavors. That's all the different flavors on the Zupa Duper packs right there. So that's Z for Zupa Duper. That's the Australian $1 coins. And I'll give you a bit of a look at the backside again. So that's Queen Elizabeth II, Australia, 2019. So that's the whole alphabet. So I hope you enjoyed looking at all the different coins that we've got there in the Great Aussie Coin Hunt, first edition. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share this video. See ya!